Hi, you guys. Today, I will give you a popular science what is the lighting call system. In fact, it is the production line exceptionally fast response processing system. When the production line or machine station is abnormal, the employee will initiate a request, the alarm light of the station on the site will be lit, and the information will be pushed to the functional department. After receiving the request for help, the functional department will rush to the scene to deal with the problem. It is as if a patient in a hospital has a request, presses the call button at the bedside, and the nurse at the nurse's station immediately goes to deal with the case after receiving the request. It's the same thing, except that our production line can initiate requests in a variety of ways, such as mobile phone, pad, and our light button box. Functions are reminded in a variety of ways, such as WeChat radio telephone Kanban mobile phone watch and so on. Some people still say that I did not see it, did not deal with it in time. Well, I can set up a reminder every 10 minutes, and report it to the head of the functional department after more than half an hour. You can also work day and night shifts, switch functions with one click. After receiving the reminder, he can either take over remotely or set it so that he must go to the scene for processing. The system keeps track of when the person receiving the notice will take over, which prevents wrangling. After he took over, he kept records of when he started and when he finished. Once the processing is complete, it is up to the functional department to close the request. Requests can also be managed by the sponsor. In the production process, the whole process of lighting treatment will be recorded. The average handling time, the handling time, and the frequency with which the lamp color type occurs are all recorded. After in-depth analysis, we can improve the efficiency of the front and back-end collaboration. For example, his average response speed is slow, which proves that he has an attitude problem. If the processing time is longer, it proves that there is something wrong with his ability or the way he handles it. If the frequency of a certain lamp color type is particularly high, it proves that this is the worst area of problems in our production process, and we have to solve it. Our company's production site there are more than 50 people using the lighting system. On average, there were about 80 requests a day before. If only by people to manage, people walk around in the machine, all kinds of disputes and miscommunication emerge endlessly. On average, it takes at least 10 minutes to communicate with each problem. Many hours a day are wasted in this process of communication and coordination. Then we designed this lighting system. After we install this lighting system, there will no longer be repeated wrangling and back and forth communication. And now not only the number of requests, but also less and less only a dozen times a day. This alone can save us 2 or 3 people a day. If you ask me how difficult is this lighting system to install and operate? Well, I'm telling you, it wasn't hard. The average electrician will install this industrial interconnection light. As long as you can use WeChat and download the app, you can use our lighting system. The system also requires neither cabling nor installation of a server. Simple, right? Some people ask, is this thing expensive? Well, I'm telling you, the cost of a big meal will solve the problem. Want to run your factory with your phone? Please find the person who's called Principal Zheng.